Women are really strong and really smart, and basically, if the world would be a way better place. But she actually believe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she really has, and it wasn't easy for her. You know, there's sort of that scene when she's like, I just want to burn that chair. I don't want to be a part of this. I hate that I've had, you know, because I think morally she's having a really hard time, you know, making promises with people that she wants to be able to keep them and she can't, and really hard choices for her, you know. But I feel really, I don't know, I feel lucky to be kind of representing strong females and flawed females, and just a woman to be feared and who is really smart on TV, as well as, you know, a woman from the, you know, gay community on the show. You know, I just feel really how lucky am I at this time to be you know, representing things that I think are so important and being able to play characters who really, I don't know, are very strong in that way.
One of the great things on the show is that I had a double called, whose name was Ben, and he'd actually lost the bottom part of his left leg. And in most of the iconic shots that you'd see in trailers from season 3 and 4, that's Ben, that's not me. Like, so many, and he was there almost every time I was doing anything physical, he was going to be there. And there was always a good back and forth on us working out how the best way, what would be the best way to do it, the safest way to do it, what would actually be manageable. And he had to step in for a lot of those big moments. In some ways because it's just impossible for me to do some stuff. And we use a lot of visual effects, but from behind it's better to throw him in. And just having him there to be the guy who's really lived through this thing. And I think, and then it's so important to make sure you're dealing with it honestly, that you're not avoiding how tough it is mentally to go through that idea. And I think in season 3, Silver is really struggling to deal with it and accept it. I think that's also part of the transition of going from the peg leg to the crutch. That he, in season 3, he still wants to be seen to be a complete man. And that evolution he goes through to being able to like use the crutch is kind of some acceptance that now he is a different person since the accident happened, or since he lost the leg, but maybe even a stronger person and a more capable person. And definitely from working with Ben and seeing him talking about his life since he lost his leg, it was a great inspiration right there directly to do justice to that story, and also see in real life how much someone can overcome a hardship like that and become a stronger, more determined person.
Yeah, and I always feel like she has kind of always been the middle person between Eleanor and Anne. She's been kind of the middle, living in the middle world.
Yeah, because they hate each other.
Yeah, and they've always been floating in between. And I also find her relationship with Anne very, very interesting. She kind of calms Anne's beast in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Is that going to change with the uprising that's happening in, you know, Nassau right now with the pirates, and kind of the way that the pirates are starting to become more and more agitated, and what she's having to deal with in Nassau and her role? How is that going to? Is she going to find herself more and more conflicted and pulled between those?
Yeah, I wish I could tell you all the answers to that. I'm just not allowed to. But yeah, I've always been confused by that relationship as well as a viewer. I've been like, you know, is Max using Anne? Does she really love Anne? I think there's a part of Max that is also confused about what she's doing. I think there are feelings there, and they're very, very real, but how far will she go to protect Anne at the end of the day? I don't know. And, you know, season 4 is a time when all of the characters on the show are really pushed to their limits, you know, like in terms of the stakes are very high. And, yeah, I mean, Max and Anne Bonny absolutely, you know, we're working together again. We have scenes together again, and then all I can say is that they're very dramatic and they're very intense, and it's really kind of all I can say, because I don't want to sway you one way or another.